think my camera's kind of tilted, so sorry about that. Anyways, today I am doing my August wrap up. I read 6 books, and yeah, I'm sorry for any noise that you hear because there's kids outside and my sister is watching Glee really loud and downstairs, so yeah. Um, okay, so the first book I read this month, I don't have the physical copy just because I lent it to my cousin, and it is Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson, and that book was great. In the middle, it got kind of slow paced, but the storyline overall was really good, and especially the ending was awesome. So if you haven't read that book, you should go check it out, pick it up, and it's if you love thrillers, you will like it. If you don't, then tell me why you didn't like it. And yeah, the next book I read this month is Monster High by Lizzie Harrison. I picked this book up just because I've been wanting to read it, and I finished it in 2 days. This book, if you love like chick lit, if you love gossip, if you're like 12 and whatnots and 15 and still enjoy good gossip, I think you will like this book. This book, my sister, who doesn't really like to read, she likes this book. She is going on to read the next one, and yeah, good chick lit for younger girls. And yeah, if you're able to tell, this is actually the third book because my sister is is actually reading the actual first book. And yeah, I love these colors. I love how it looks nice without the dust cover. I hate the actual covers to these books. I don't know why. They just look so bleh. I don't know, I don't like it. But I like how it's designed. The actual one that goes in here is actually pink, and it's a really nice pink. And yeah, like it. The next book I read was Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw. And this book, I'm still the second one is still my favorite. This one is basically about how Greg's dad wants to send him to military camp because he's a wimp. And yeah, it's still funny. Not as funny as the second one. I still love the second one more. The next book I read is Sophie Cancella's Remember Me, and this is a great chick lit if you're over 15. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy this book if you love this type of genre. It is adult fiction, so it does have minimal language and whatnot, but it's a really good book. So the story begins with Lexi, who is mad at her boss and is mad at her boyfriend because of stuff that happens, and she's just mad with the world this day. And then she basically starts drinking a lot. So she starts drinking a lot, and she gets a bump in her head, wakes up, and so she wakes up in the hospital, not remembering what happened. And for her surprise, it's been 3 years later. So she's psyched on how she's been in a coma for 3 years. And then the doctor explains to her that she's only been admitted for 5 days. And she's just like, no, that couldn't have happened because I was just hanging out with my friends. And she starts looking at stuff, and she has a a Coach bag. And she is in this private suite in the hospital. She is like, wow. She finds out that she is married, that she is the boss of her floor where she used to work at that dead end job that she was pissed for not getting a bonus at. So she has this glamorous life, and yeah, she doesn't know how that happened, how she became this wealthy woman. And hello, I am sorry, my camera died, and yeah, now I am back. So I will somewhat continue where I left off. I don't really remember what's the last thing I said, but as you were able to tell, I am very enthusiastic of this book. So if you love the genre, read it, check it out. I bet you'll like it. The next book I read for this month was the next book in the Monster High series, which is The Ghoul Next Door by Lizzie Harrison. And this book basically continues where the first book left off. And I won't really explain to you what these books are about, but basically it has to do with teen monsters basically hiding their identity from humanity, just because ever since they started making horror films, humans started to be afraid of them and they have to hide out, they have to pretend to be human. So Frankie, which if you've seen the web series, she has mint skin and she has to use like a lot of it's called Fabulous, and I don't remember the makeup she uses. And yeah, this series is great. Frankie basically wants to be herself, so she wants to show the humans that they have nothing to worry about, that monsters are really nice and whatnot. And they don't call them monsters, they actually call them RADs, or as I like to call them, rads, because I don't know, RADs, to me that means rads. Frankie basically wants to show the humans that they have nothing to be afraid of, and yeah, it's not going so well. So yeah, both of these books have a lot of crazy stuff going on, and monsters afraid that the humans will find out, Frankie wanting to expose them, and all this crap. And there's, aside from all that drama, there is more teen dramas, girls stealing boyfriends and whatnot, all that juicy gossipy stuff that most teenage girls like. So if you're 13 years old and 15 and my age, I'm practically 20 almost, yeah, you will like this series if you like gossipy stuff. If you like Gossip Girl, this series, check it out. The last book I read was Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, and I liked that book. I gave it 3 stars. It was cool, but the romance didn't do it for me. But I would still recommend it as a classic literature. I did a book review on it, so check that out. It was the last video I posted. And yeah, that's my monthly wrap up. I only read 6 books, most of them being younger books because I am doing the 100 book challenge. And yeah, I am very behind. I am like 33 books behind, and yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna catch up unless I read a bunch of children's books, which is kind of cheating, but not really because you're actually reading books. If I don't catch up, at least I'll read like more than 50 books. Yeah, hopefully I catch up. I will catch up. I will try my best to catch up. I won't give up. I'm going to the library like around September 8th, and I am thinking of only picking up 1 book, so I may not have a book haul this month, but I will make a TBR video, because even if I only check out 1 book, I still have a lot of books in my own private library. I have a lot of books I haven't read, like Eon and so much more, so much more. So I'll mention the books I want to read for the next month. So if I don't do a book haul, I will do a TBR video. And yeah, sorry for talking so fast because I am very jittery right now. I am very nervous. I don't know why. And yeah. So comment below for whatever you want to tell me, all that good stuff. I hope you like my video, and yeah, see you in my next video.